Hey, and welcome to this video tutorial. Today I'd like to show you how you can use Led Zeppelin's song Custard Pie to massively improve your rhythm guitar playing. Just like in my videos about the song Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. And by the way, you can watch part 1 right up here if you want to learn more about syncopated rhythms and how to use them to create great chord-based riffs. We're now going to take a very close look at what Mr. Jimmy Page is playing in this song. And as always, you can download a very helpful step-by-step guide as a PDF if you click on the link in the video description or the first pinned comment. It's completely free and it will help you learn everything from this video even better and way faster. Alright, let's take a quick look at this song. This song is built on a super simple structure. There's just the main riff, and then this bridge section. But what really makes this song so interesting is the way that Jimmy Page plays those power chords in the bridge section. Because he uses highly syncopated accents, which can be very hard to pull off, especially for guitarists who haven't spent much time working on their rhythm skills, counting along with everything, and understanding what they're actually playing. I have taught this song to many of my students, and it always becomes clear which of them have avoided practicing with a metronome at home, because those players really struggle with the bridge section. This is not a part that you can just quote-unquote feel your way through. You need great left and right hand coordination and the ability to always know exactly where you are within a bar. Alright, so let's take a look at the main riff first. Technically, this riff is based on the classic blues shuffle riff that many of you probably already know. If you want to dive deeper into the roots of blues, check out my new blues playlist linked right up here. Blues is basically the blueprint of modern music. Rock, funk, pop, soul, and even metal all trace their DNA back to it. And once you've learned the main riff from Custard Pie, you'll see it can directly feed into your own creative ideas, and I'll demonstrate that in a moment. But now, in order to better learn and understand this riff, let's first take a look at its rhythm. To better understand the timing, especially for the bridge, I've programmed all the rhythms into the Hydrogen drum machine. You can download this free tool via the link in the video description or with a step-by-step guide. It's helped me and many of my students get tighter rhythmically. What's great about this tool is that you can use certain elements from the drum kit here to program all the accents you are playing with your guitar. I prefer using the stick element, and as you can see here are all the parts from the entire song. But now let's just focus on the main riff. All you need to program is a couple of 16th notes here from the 1 to the 2 end, then another accent on the 3 end, then another accent on the 4, and the first 16th note of the 4. And this is how you'll count the entire riff. It's 1 E and a 2 E and 4 E. Let me play this pattern for you with 60 beats per minute. 1 E and a 2 E and 4 E. 1 E and a 2 E and 4 E. Now that you know how to count this riff, let's try playing it. So all we need to do is applying this groove to the classic standard blues riff. 1 E and a 2 E and 4 E. So for the first half, you just play this. And then for the second half, you'll play an A power chord on the 3 end, this G power chord with just the G in the bass, and these two open strings here, D and G strings. And then you'll go back to the A power chord, but with an upstroke, since this is a 16th note. So you play down, down, up. Let's play this with 60 beats per minute along with the Hydrogen drum machine. So start slow at 60 BPM and then slowly work your way up to 90. Before we get to the bridge, let me show you how you can take this riff and make it your own. This channel is all about creative guitar. So what you can do is you can try changing the tempo, playing it either a little faster or a little slower, and then reordering some notes. So instead of playing, you could do something like this. And then play it even faster. Or play something a little slower. Jimmy Page did this all the time. He borrowed ideas and made them his own. That's how you develop your personal style. Don't wait to feel quote-unquote ready to write music. If you always just learn other people's songs, you'll miss out on one of the most exciting and rewarding parts of playing guitar, being creative. Now let's look at the hardest section, the bridge. It starts off simple enough with a single D5 power chord played on beat 1. But in the next bar, you'll need to play these power chord runs on the 1 and the 16th note right before beat 2 and on beat 2. So 1 and a 2. Then again on the 3 and the 16th note before the 4 and beat 4. So you play and a 2, 3 and a 4. And because this rhythm doesn't start squarely on beat 1, this can really throw people off at first. So once again, let's check out the accents within the hydrogen drum machine. This is the first part of the bridge where you just play the D power chord here on the 1. And then here, and a 2, and a 4. This is where you play those power chord runs. I've already put both parts, just as they appear in the song, into the song grid here. But what you can also do is just take these two patterns and program them into the song grid like this. So you leave out the first bar as a count in, and then you can practice the first part of the bridge section 4 times in a row. We'll set everything to 60 beats per minute here. But before we'll actually play this, here's a tip for those of you who have never practiced rhythm like this. If you want to fully understand what you're playing and prepare yourselves for something new like this, it's often better to first learn how to clap along either with a metronome or in this case with the hydrogen drum machine to fully understand your accents. Because if you can count and clap certain rhythms, chances are higher that you can also play them on guitar. So let's just clap along with the hydrogen drum machine and the new part. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Alright, now let's just play the first part of the bridge. After that tricky bit, we go back to the main riff twice. And then Jimmy plays an E5 power chord on beat 1, a G7 sus4 chord on beat 4, and again take your time with this bar, clap it if needed, and then play it slowly. But then finally you hit F5 and G5 power chords on the 3 end and 4 end of the next bar. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and ending on the main riff again. So here you can see how I've programmed the second half of this bridge. It starts with bridge 1B here, and then ends on bridge 2B here. And again, you can play this 4 times if you like. And here you can see the entire bridge, so let's play along with this as well. Once you're comfortable at 90 BPM, I recommend playing along with the full track, and that's where the real fun begins. But first, here's me playing this again with 90 beats per minute and a metronome for you. And now my final tip, you can use your new rhythm skills to create something fresh. Here's one more short improvisation from me using all the rhythmic tricks from the song. And like I said before, if you change the tempo, the key, play other chords, you can use concepts that you've learned from a song to create something entirely new. And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed watching this, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Also let me know in the comments what else you'd like me to talk about in future videos, and then I'll see you next time.